Alright, Impact Wrestling. As you can hear, I'm stuffy, so allergies. Oh, excuse me. Excuse me, Betty. Pardon me. This is like the Gump Report. You never know what you're going to get. I got stuffy nose. I got mucus. I'm fine. No fevers. No throwing up. Just mucus. Runny nose. I'm going to make this very short. I'm going to try and keep this under 15 minutes. So, if I'm going to miss stuff, I'm sorry. So, I can't really relay everything here. You can leave comments below on what I miss out. Ooh, that is not fun. I went out in the street and forgot to take my allergy medicine. It happens sometimes. I forget. But let me give it to you like this. You look at Slammiversary, which was I say again, a good show. But it was not great. And them getting chewed out by the fans is justified. They touted this thing to be huge, Slammiversary. It wasn't. No matter what anybody says, it wasn't. We expected more out of TNA. And we didn't get it. No matter how great they announced something, when we got the product, it was good. But it wasn't even close to what they were giving us. So we look at this after Slammiversary. Do we get a lot better? No. We get a good show again. Exactly the same thing as Slammiversary. We get a good show, but not even close to being great. Nothing special on the show. Nothing. We get no more NXT stars other than Wentz and well, let me give it to you like this. And I'm doing this now. You look at Rascals. Love the Rascals. Love Wesley. Love it. But that's it. That's it. Wes. It's cool having Wes. And I'm not going to tell you that Wesley not coming back to TNA again. And now he's going to have a match with Speedball Mike Bailey. They want to add Trent Seven. They'll probably add in Slater. Leon Slater will probably be added in. Because they need someone extra to be in a 6-man tag for next week. Fine. That's all right. Well, what else? We're not getting anybody new. No, nothing announced new. Then, let me give you like this. I'm going to go out of order. AJ Francis versus Sammy Callahan. I like Death Machine TV. It's not bad. It's fun. It's funny. The weather a little bit was fun. But you look at this and you hear that PCO is going to have the wedding next week. Supposedly, they're going to do something next week. And he's holding on his shoulder the International Heavyweight Championship. But when you go over to TNA's website, remember what I said. TNA's website. You go and see what is he holding. It says in bold letters above PCO, the Digital Media Championship. You couldn't even just humor us, TNA. You couldn't even humor us and say Digital Media Champion and International Heavyweight Champion. None of it. You left it exactly like you normally do. TNA's Digital Media Champion. What does that mean for the International Heavyweight Championship that has a lineage going back to 1936? Does that mean we're getting it as an actual title? If it just goes away, I give my word on my life, my insignificant little life, my little life, I'm going to scream at TNA and say, what the blue fuck are you doing? If there's no problems with anyone, no promotion, or any wrestler that demands that not be used on your show, if it's being defended, along with the Digital Media Championship, you bought the damn thing off of somebody in Canada. You're in Montreal. You got the damn title. And it's not owned by anybody now by AJ Francis. And if it's being used on your TV, on your show, on Impact, and there's no contestation, because look what's going on with AEW. They moved away from the International Championship. Now they moved to the American Championship. You can't tell me you won't use the International Heavyweight Championship. You would not even put it on your damn website. Are you telling me you didn't have someone that could take 5 minutes to put under the Digital Media Championship, the International Heavyweight Championship? That's 5 minutes. Web design. A web developer can insert that in 5 minutes. Just a small text of 4 words. Or 3. International Heavyweight Champion. Well, the TNA International Heavyweight Champion. You could have humored us and then months later get rid of it. No, you're not even bothering to even change your own fucking website. I'm angry about that. If they make this go on PCO for a while and then it just disappears quietly, I give my word, that was the most stupidest thing you could have done. And it doesn't validate PCO because he should defend the damn thing along with the Digital Media Championship and then lose it to somebody and then use it for a little while. That will honor him. That will honor PCO. Let's move on. Sammy loses. AJ Francis wins. He's got Josh Bishop by his side. I don't know what they're going to do with Josh. Hopefully they do something with him, or is he just there for a short amount of time? He's getting paid and then he disappears. I don't know. Moving on. Hammer Fist and Ash versus Eric Young and D. Jordan Grace. Now, you may not want to believe this, but this is the truth. This was a decent match for what it was. When you look at how Ash worked with Hammerstone, she actually works somewhat well with a man. We never seen her work with men much. And then when she was going after Eric Young, started beating up on him, of course, it didn't really look realistic. Because let's make it clear, Ash does not have the physical muscle. I'm not telling you that Ash isn't muscled out. She is toned. She has muscle. But compared to Jordan Grace, Ash is not very strong. But when you look at Jordan Grace, who went toe-to-toe with Hammerstone and tried to pick up his 280-pound body, it's believable with Jordan Grace. Ash beating up on Eric Young, no, not that much. If Jordan Grace beats up on Eric Young, it looks more believable than Ash. So you're going to see Ash. He doesn't look very believable much against these women. But, you know what's bothering me? You know what's bothering me? Ash comes out with the same type of top as before. No brace in between her chest. No straps going like this to try and hold her bra in place. Look, I know no one else is going to talk about this, but ring attire is important when it comes to men and women. Sometimes men or women can wear terrible ring attire. It just makes them look bad. Other times, like with Ash, and I'm not even saying I hate Ash. I don't mind Ash. Seeing that the Iceman or the concierge is scared of Rosemary, which I'm not even going to talk about. I still don't know what's going on with her, so I'm not going to speculate yet. I want to see her do more than what they've shown. But when you look at Ash, I have to say this. Ash is not that bad of a character, and she can wrestle decently well in the ring. She did well at Slammiversary. Even here, even though it looked a little choppy at first between her and Jordan, which is now the second time they're wrestling. Let's make it clear. They've never wrestled before. This is the second time they wrestled. It looked a bit better than it did at Slammiversary. And Ash worked well with Hammerstone. But looking at her ring attire, look, I'm not against Ash. But as a guy who is trying to at least be decent when it comes to these podcasts and fairly review people, Ash needs to change her top. She needs to change it, put a brace across her chest like most women do. Now, I understand she wants to show her she wants to show her tits. Let's make it clear, she wants to show her I'm botching sexuality. I'm botching it because part of me doesn't want her to do it. The other part of me, as a fair reviewer, is saying, stop it, give myself a smack. You got to say that she needs to fix her ring attire because sooner or later, no matter how well she covers up those damn nipples, what happens one of these days that her top pops open low enough, which it did during Slammiversary, and those tits come straight out and one of those nipple patches comes off. What happens then? Of course, guys are going to enjoy it. Boxomania is going to be having a field day with it. And Ash is going to look very embarrassed. Now, it's not like women haven't shown full tits before it happens. Charlotte Flair did that during one of her matches. She didn't wear nipple patches. And when she got slammed by Asuka at one time, her bra went straight down and her nipples popped out. I know because I've seen the picture. So I'm not against Ash. But if she really wants to prove that she's more than just a piece of ass, which she has done at least somewhat of a decent job to prove she's not, if she doesn't fix her top in some way, change that top to another type of top that gives her more support, maybe a piece here like most women do, like when it came to Mercedes, she would do it, or Zoe Stark, or some other women. I know Ash is a big titty woman, but she needs that. I want to see her be respected, okay? I'm that type of person that, yeah, do I want to see a nice pair of tits from a woman? And I'm saying tits so much. But I just want to see someone respected. If they really want to prove that they're a good wrestler and can do good characters, they don't need something to hinder them, which is their ring attire. I'm sorry. Let me give you this. Josh Alexander's segment. The first thing I thought, when he came out with his new music, which is new music, when he had the mic in his hand, what I originally wanted him to do, and now I literally thought this out loud. I even said out loud, drop the mic and walk away. That's what I wanted from him. I said legitimately to the TV, drop the damn mic and walk away. He lightly spoke, said, you guys treating me so badly. You want to know why? And they're booing him. Drops the mic, and then he walks away. Fine, that was good. He got into the ring. He didn't do anything at first. He's going like this. He picks the mic. He does slightly talk, and then he drops the thing, walks away, and the music plays. I think the music was not necessary when he left, but the new music going in is good. I am very interested in seeing how far they're going to go with him as a heel, because he's going to probably say, look, you guys treating me like dirt. I busted my ass and messed my head up and messed up my ear for this company, and I'm still getting nothing? No, I'm done with this. That's what they may go with. To be honest, I'd rather him go a lot more vicious than that and just say, you know what? I don't give a damn what you think. I don't need to answer to no one. I'm going to destroy everybody. That's what I want. He gets aggressive. He hates everybody and pretty much destroys everybody. Kind of like what Macklin did. And Macklin actually, face to face, says, you know what? You know, I like you now because you understand what I understood. And Josh gets it. That's what I'm kind of hoping for, but that's just me. All right. Let me give it to you like this. The opening match. Did I like Diener and Macklin? And Macklin getting angry because everyone was doing the na-na-na-na, hey, goodbye. He couldn't stand it. And he decided to whoop Diener's ass to make up for it. I can't really say that's bad. I can't say it's good. But I will say it's kind of a taste of he could become face when he was willing to admit he got caught and got beat. And he didn't have a problem with it. But then when they did that, that's what turned him off. Could that be a moment where we could really see Macklin working as a face? I'm curious. Tell me below. We only have the System versus ABC and Matt Hardy. It was telegraphed. I'm sorry. Hearing them say, oh, I have someone we believe will help us when we need them. Come on, you could have done a little less subtly. That was like a child type of thing. And look who comes out. Joe Henry at the end of the match when Moose comes out. Look, the System's lost all them. Seeing that Alicia Edwards is the only one holding the title. Any title. And the System is angry because they lost all their titles. It looks stupid. But it's interesting to see what's going to happen because now she's the only one that's holding any gold. And let's see how the System's going to react as time goes on, as she still managed to keep the gold and they can't get it back. I'm not surprised the faces won. I'm not. It is the way it is. Now, first opening segment was with Nick in Montreal. Did I like it? Yeah, it was not bad. Seeing a Mustafa Ali come out, shaking a hand, saying, "I congratulate you, sir. But I got screwed. They screwed me." And pretty much they kind of implied that he got fucked up the ass. But it's a little bit of a joke. And of course, it was played off. And now he wants to go after the main title. No problem. What do we get from Nick? He says, "I want to be a fighting champion." Now, mind you, everyone does this. We know this. But when it comes to Nick, I want to say this clearly. When it comes to Nick, this might be slightly different. Slightly. You got the average and you got Nick. Slightly under that. This is what we always get. This is what we get with Nick. And the reason is this. Nick, or Dolph Ziggler, has been well known. Break glass when you're in trouble. Let him go out there and put on a show. He's one of the rare wrestlers that everyone says he's that damn good of a wrestler that's consistent and can get people interested in a match, even if the story is not there. Now, me personally, I'd rather have a story to go with that match because you go too much with stories in the ring, stories in the ring, stories in the ring, and it loses people. You want a story as well as a match. Now, we got something with Mustafa Ali. He's lost his title. He wants the next title. And Ali we trust. He tries to get the jump on Nick and it does not work. Fine. But do I believe Nick could really make that match? And the matches after that mean something. Might be. Nick does have that ability to really wrestle so well with whoever he's with. As long as they're a decent wrestler, he can get the most out of them. You could say the most closest person that exists right now to a Ric Flair is Nick Nimitz. And I'm not telling you that they didn't overpush him. Yes, they did. I'm not telling you that he doesn't smell his own shit. Yes, he does. Nick does. But it cannot be understated that a lot of that is justified. Nick is one of the rare people that you can put into a situation and can make the best out of it. That is the truth. But here's where it becomes a bit of a problem. We literally do not have anything extra other than Nick. We're not getting anything from NXT. I'm sorry. I've stated this at Slammiversary. I'm going to state it here. What do we really get for this show? Wesley. Knowing that the wedding may happen next week or the week after, or they're setting up for the wedding. Knowing we're going to get a match next week. Honestly, nothing is really important. We have NXT as a partnership, and all we've been getting to TNA are the most lowest tier wrestlers, other than Wes Lee, who has been known in TNA, who's cared about in TNA. Other than that, what have we gotten? Nothing. Nothing. I'm sorry. I've said this before and I'll say it again. The show was good, just like Slammiversary. Can't take nothing from it. But it's not great. All of this hype we've been getting from the collaboration has not given us more than what you think. I'm sorry, it has not. And I know one person left a comment talking about, the contract that TNA has for India has been renewed. Wonderful, Eurosport. How many years has it been with TNA and Eurosport or anything in India? They've had it for over 8 years. As much as you're going to say, dude, this is an incredible thing, they've had this for many years. And as much as you want to say that this is incredible, they've only gone to India once. And they put over Muhammad Ali Shira with Sanjay Dutt. That's it. So I'm sorry. TNA wants the American market. They don't care as much in the Indian market. If they did, we would see way more Indian wrestlers than we got. We only got one Indian wrestler. I know you're going to say, what about Satnam Singh, which is now, not Satnam, Champagne Singh, who is now Campaign Singh, who's working with Mustafa Ali, who's also basically not Indian, but you get my point. There's no Jinder Mahal. Sorry. If you care that much about India, then TNA needs to move to India and hire a lot more Indian wrestlers than they got. Because they're not. Peace.